peace and bliss, and welcome to your weekly astrology update. We are going to go from June 7th through 13, and as always, it's jam-packed full of galactic energy, high frequency activations, and lots of movement in the sky. So get your notes and press here if you would like to speed up. Let's get to it. This week marks a profound shift in the collective energy as we enter the Orion Alignment, one of the most significant galactic gateways of the year. The weeks leading up to this moment have brought powerful endings, revelations, and transformations. The full moon illuminated emotional truths. The Aldebaran and Antares alignment with the stargates challenged us to walk with greater integrity and courage, and the Great Attractor invited us to recalibrate our path and trust the guidance of our soul. Now we are entering a new chapter, the Orion Gateway, and it is about receiving cosmic information, and it is about remembering who you are, why you are here, and what you are being called to create. Throughout this week, the cosmos encourages us to move from insight into embodiment, from vision into action, and from individual growth into meaningful connections. The current celestial environment creates a powerful balance between communication, leadership, innovation, and spiritual integration. So this week, the sun in Sidereal Astrology is going to be in Taurus, Mercury in Gemini, Venus in Gemini until June 11th. Venus enters Cancer on June 11th. Mars is still in Aries. We have Jupiter in Gemini, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, Uranus in Taurus, and Pluto in Capricorn. Again, very powerful energy. With Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter emphasizing Gemini energy, communication becomes one of the dominant aspects this week. Ideas may start moving quickly. Conversations carry a significance around your intellect and what needs to be spoken for your general collectives. Opportunities emerge through learning, teaching, networking, and sharing wisdom. So share your wisdom this week. At the same time, Mars in Aries encourages action, while Saturn and Neptune in Pisces reminds us to remain connected to purpose, intuition, and spiritual maturity. This week asks us not only to receive guidance, but to begin actively participating in the creation of your next chapter. As the sun enters the alignment with Orion, we activate frequencies associated with wisdom, leadership, sacred knowledge, higher vision, and conscious creation. Orion has long been connected to the archetype of the spiritual architect, the one who can see beyond current circumstances and begin building what has not yet fully manifested. Remember how Orion is and how it's in alignment with some of the pyramids here on Earth. The question Orion presents is, what vision is your soul asking you to bring into reality? The gateway unfolds through a series of stellar activations this week that guides us through different stages of remembrance and embodiment. Happening June 7th through 8th, we have the sun conjunct Rigel. Rigel carries frequencies of wisdom, teaching, service, integrity, and leadership through knowledge. It reminds us that the lessons we have learned were never meant to remain hidden. Many of you may feel called to teach, guide, mentor, or share your wisdom through your lived experiences this week. This alignment encourages us to recognize that our journey has prepared us to serve others in meaningful ways. Rigel asks, what wisdom are you ready to share to the world? On June 8th, we have the moon going into Aquarius. As the Orion energies begin building, the third quarter moon offers a moment of evaluation and refinement. Aquarius invites us to think beyond ourselves and consider how our gifts contribute to the collective. The lunar phase encourages releasing outdated approaches, re-evaluating re-evaluating priorities, making necessary adjustments, and aligning with future possibilities. Before moving forward, we are asked to ensure our actions remain in alignment with the vision that we are cultivating. Again, all this Gemini energy, my words are getting jumbled, so you might have that going on with you this week as well. Moving into June 9th, we have Venus conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. One of the most uplifting alignments of the month is when Venus and Jupiter ignite. Remember, Jupiter expands whatever it touches, okay? So this conjunction expands relationships, collaboration, learning, communication, visibility, and community. Conversations become opportunities, connections become catalysts, doors may open through introductions, shared interests, networking, and meaningful exchanges. Venus and Jupiter remind us that growth are often through the people we meet and the ideas we exchange. Remember, Venus is a very communicative energy as well. There is a sense of optimism surrounding this alignment, encouraging curiosity, generosity, and openness to new possibilities. This is a beautiful day for building community, creating content, hosting events, collaborating with others, and expanding your reach. The lesson here is connection creates expansion, Venus and Jupiter. On the 10th, this is a powerful day to write, teach, speak, record. Again, a good content day for those creators. Host discussions and the important conversations you need to have. That'll be a good day for that as well. The universe is encouraging us to utilize our voice. Again, lots of voice activations over the last few weeks. Lots of stepping forward and being who you authentically are. Lots of shedding shadows, lots of shedding old outdated energies and identities, and being who you are in the presence of those looking and those not looking. Meaning it doesn't matter who's looking. It's all about you being who you authentically are, okay? So the ideas emerging now may become important building blocks for you to unfold over these next couple of months. On June 11th, we have Venus moving into Cancer here, and this is a significant energetic shift when Venus is leaving Gemini, moving into Cancer, because it becomes not so mercurial, and it starts to work more with the heart space, okay? So the focus moves from intellectual connection into emotional connection. While Gemini explores possibilities, Cancer seeks belonging. Remember, Cancer rules the 4th house. It seeks belonging. This transit encourages us to nurture relationships, family, our literal homes, emotional well-being, self-care, and heart-centered connections. We are reminded that true abundance is not measured solely through achievement. It is also measured through meaningful relationships, emotional support, inner peace, and a sense of home within ourselves. If you don't feel home here, this is where you need to work, okay? Or this is what you need to work on. As the Orion Gateway continues expanding our vision, Venus and Cancer asks us to ensure our growth remains rooted. Remember, 4th house, your roots, remains rooted in what genuinely nourishes our heart. Moving into June 12th, we have the Sun conjunct Bellatrix inside of the Orion constellation. This is the second activation that Orion is offering this week. Known as the royal star of Orion, Bellatrix carries frequencies of courage, independence, authenticity, and visibility. Bellatrix challenges us to stop hiding. Again, stop hiding. Be who you are, okay? Many may feel called to step into leadership, share their gifts publicly, speak their truth, embrace greater visibility, and release fear of judgment, all right? Fuck what they think. Be who you're supposed to be, All right, that's the energy this week. Be who you're supposed to be. The energy asks, are you willing to be seen? For healers, teachers, creators, leaders, and visionaries, this is an invitation to trust your voice and step forward with confidence. Then on June 13th, we have the Sun conjunct Mintaka. The week culminates with one of the most beautiful frequencies inside of the Orion Gateway. So to all of my Mintaka star seeds, this is a great day for you. One of the stars on Orion's belt is often associated with divine purity, unity consciousness, spiritual remembrance, and returning to one's original truth. When Bellatrix Bellatrix awakens the courage, and then Mintaka awakens the remembrance, okay? Two different energies inside of the Orion constellation. Many people experience this alignment as feeling a sense of coming home to oneself. It offers soul remembrance, higher awareness, deep peace, spiritual clarity, connection to higher guidance, and alignment with authentic truth. This is an ideal day for meditation, light language, energy healing, nature connection, higher self-communication, and soul mission reflection. Mintaka asks, who were you before the world told you who you had to become? Who were you before the world told you who you had to become? Who are you now that you realize you no longer have to be who the world told you you're supposed to be, okay? At its highest expression, this alignment reminds us that our purpose is not something we must create from scratch. It is something we are remembering. Come home to self. The Orion Gateway unfolds like a sacred journey this week. Regal helps to teach wisdom. Venus and Jupiter expands connections. Venus moving into Cancer opens the heart. Bellatrix awakens courage. Mintaka restores remembrance. And together, these energies guide us through a deeper understanding of who we are and what we are here to do. This week is about trusting your vision and sharing your wisdom through your lived experiences. So cultivate those meaner relationships, especially with thyself. That has been your forecast for the week. And as always, I love y'all. Peace.